Alright guys, just wanted to put up a quick video of putting diff breathers onto a 2013 2-litre manual Amarok. Not many videos out there really showing how to do it and what to get, so I'm going to try and keep this super short and brief and as simple as possible. I've already kind of started the job, but bit of an afterthought. I thought I'd document it for the next bloke. Alright, I'll show you what I've bought and what I'm going to be doing. Alright, so I contacted a mob named Air On Board. They're an Aussie company. The bloke I spoke to was super helpful because they don't actually list a 4-breather kit for the Amarok. I think they list a 2-breather kit, so that'd do your diffs, but if you want to do your gearbox and transfer case, or your auto transmission, then you're going to need the 4-port kit. So this kit looks to be honestly exactly like the one that comes from Net 4x4. It's just 70 bucks cheaper. So I pay 95 bucks shipped to my address, and this is what you get. So I've assembled this unit now. You obviously get the block. You get 4 sort of like, I don't know, are they stone or something? They're the filter tops. And then you get a bunch of these air fittings here. They just push on. So I think they're 1/8 BSP is the thread. That's them there. So yeah, and you get a few of the 90-degree ones. I did go ahead. These were extra. I think it costs an extra like $7 to get 4 of these included in the kit. So definitely go ahead and do that. You get some zip ties, maybe a couple of stickers or something. And then you actually get a big long length of the I don't know, what is it, it's not silicone, I don't know, whatever the hose is. So it seems pretty durable, reasonably thick walled, but yeah, that's what you get in the kit for 100 bucks. Super effective. So let me go ahead and show you how I'm going to be installing and connecting it. Okay, well, we'll start with the front diff breather. So this is super awkward, and it's going to be really difficult to film exactly where it is, but you just kind of got a feel for it. This is what the hose looks like, the stock breather. It's actually not a bad height where it actually sits. Sort of clips in with some U-style clips on the way up through there. So the front diff actually sort of ends up sitting, let me get up on my ladder here, down underneath your air hose here. You're going to sort of just find it down in there, okay? It's just like I said, sitting in on a few clips down there. So I just unclipped it and pushed it back through, just so I could get better access to it. So when you pull it out, they have these little caps on the end of them. I don't know if they're I don't know, they're just a cap, whatever. Pull that off, and then you actually, what I did was I just jammed one of those barbs into the end of the line. Takes a little bit of force to push it in. Couldn't quite get this front one in as well as I've done the transfer case. But then once you've done that, you can take either one of your 90-degree ones or one of the straight ones like I've done down over there, okay? And then you can just thread that into the end of that barb and then go ahead and push in your airline and extend it to wherever you're going to be sitting the actual, I don't know, like breather manifold, let's call it. So yeah, so like I said, front diff, basically, yeah, it's up on top of the right hand side of the diff. You don't actually need to really get to that there because you're just following the line up there, pulling it off, dropping it down the bottom here, and you can work on it. Then I'm going to just push it back up, put it in its factory positions, and extend it with the black silicone hose. So piece of cake. So here is the transfer case line running up here. Again, kind of difficult to show it, but there it is up there. So if you reach up over that front drive shaft, okay, up in over there, you will actually be able to pull the hose off. So not real happy about that connection, so I'm just going to actually put a hose clamp around the factory rubber line there. I doubt this is going to fit up there, guys. There's no point. It'll just be a shit camera angle. So yeah, I'm just going to factory put a hose clamp around the factory connection. This line was a bit tricky. It runs up along these clips here, all right, and it actually goes right up into the front, down behind the motor there. So I actually had to reach up through the left side of the box, and yeah, like I said, it's sitting on a couple of clips. So I've undone it, dangled it down the bottom here. I've run the piece of hose down through the back of the firewall there. I'm going to connect that on, and then I'm going to pull the hose back up and through, and again utilize the factory clips that hold the breather hose in position. So job done, piece of cake. So yeah, that's that one. And next, I guess we'll get down the back and I'll show you the rear diff. So here we are at the back diff. This is arguably the easiest one to get access to. This is looking on the front of the driver's side part of the differential. Here is the black hose, which looks like it's actually got quite a nice connection into the diff. It runs up, follows a couple of clips, and then actually enters into this I don't know what you call this piece of metal going across. You know, it holds the handbrake cables and all that in place. So it actually terminates into there. So I haven't got to this one yet. I'm probably going to detach it from up in this position here, or cut it, one or the other, and I'll end up feeding probably the new hose into this hose, the factory hose, and then we're going to run it all the way up the front, probably follow the that chassis rail along there, probably, because the manifold piece is actually sort of sitting up on next to the battery under the bonnet. So okay, so this is what I've done for the rear diff. That's the factory line just there. I ended up just cutting it short, ran my new line the whole way down the chassis rail, and I actually just hit that with a lighter actually, and just softened it up enough where I was able just to push this hose straight inside it. I'm going to put a little goop of silicone around it, and then put the conduit over it, and job done. So yeah, piece of piss. Right, so the gearbox. This is by far the biggest prick. So so you basically, where are we? That ledge up there, okay, right at the top of the box. So there's the output shaft. So you're basically going to reach your hand up through here, and you get right up the top there, okay. And I will try and get my little handy dandy mirror here to show it. Oh boy, this is not fun and games to try and zoom in. Alright, there we go. And there it is. So I wish I could get a bit, there we go, a little bit of action going on there. So you need to get a 17mm spanner up there, and it will fit, it's fine, and crack it off. Alright, I'll get it down, and then I'm pretty sure we're just going to thread in one of our 90-degree fittings into that. So I'll get it out and show you on the ground. Alright, so here's a good look at the two fittings. This is the stock breather on the gearbox. It is actually an M10 by 10 pitch thread. Meanwhile, these are 1/8 BSP. So not a perfect fit, but this does thread up just fine, and just nip it up with a 14mm spanner, and then the air fitting actually just spins quite easily once you've snugged it down. So look, you could go ahead and put a little bit of thread paste or something like that on this, which is what I'm going to do, just to make sure she's a sealed unit. And then yeah, just plug your air hose in, and job done. But yeah, don't stress too much about the thread difference there. It is more or less compatible. Alrighty, so mounting your little manifold jobby, you want to pick somewhere pretty high up on the back of the firewall. That's your ideal location. There are a few spots up the back here, so you'll have to just get creative. I've got a pre-filter installed. Sorry, this is a catch can installed here from Western Filters, and it comes with this bracket. I just found this L bracket I had kicking around. I just cut off a section up on there, and I just drilled out this and put in an M6 riv nut, and I'm just going to do that up and just sit the block just alongside there. So I'll get that done up and show you what she looks like. Alright, so there it is mounted. Nothing special, nothing fancy, but nice and simple is what you want. So if you do have any dramas, it's easy to fix. So I just happen to have that L bracket kicking around. It just looks like a little thing I've had left over from Bunnings or something, and job done. So just got to basically run all my new lines up, cut them to length, and then they just press in air fittings right there. Maybe cable tie them back a little bit or something, I don't know, but there's nothing really hot on this side of the motor. You know, if you wanted to put it over here, you're right on top of the exhaust and all the rest of it there, so that's no good for business. So that's why I elected for this side, and keeps everything free and clear. And that's it, all done. So just to give you a bit of a final look what we ended up with, just that's mounted in nicely and happy days there. And the hoses all run down on the cooler side of the motor. I've put conduit onto all of them except for the one coming from the gearbox. So that's really not going to be subjected to too much heat, and it's not going to rub. It's rubbing zip tied off onto the other line. The front diff, you can see the conduit just up the back there running across. I might just zip tie that up. Runs up, comes in through there, down in this little gap, and then you can see it again just there. And I actually ended up using a 90-degree fitting on the front diff. I don't think you'll get to, nah, whatever. So it's a 90-degree fitting there, but all in all, it's done. Look, it's a cheap, easy mod to the vehicle. It took me about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of mucking around. Gearbox fitting was by far the most difficult part, but it's a good way to protect your driveline from water ingress. So I hope you find the video useful, and happy forward driving. See ya.